Welcome to the Hemlock State Explorer. Today we are in Harford County, Maryland, visiting Kilgore Falls, the second tallest vertical drop waterfall in Maryland. But before we get started, I want to share an important piece of information with you. As you can see from the sign, this park and a number of other very popular state parks in Maryland require a permit to visit the park between May 1st and Labor Day on weekends and holidays, and you can see the website where you can get the pass. That's an important piece of information because I don't want anyone to come here, make the trip and visit and find out that they can't actually legally visit the park and may get fined. But with that behind us, just make sure you get a permit. We're actually here before Memorial Day. It's neither a weekend nor a holiday, so we're in good shape there on this beautiful sunny spring day. We're descending from the parking lot. It looks like a low area right down there with a big patch of skunk cabbage. The trail is very well maintained. This is a very popular spot because of the waterfall and also because of the ease of access. It's just a short walk and we can't wait to share it with you. After only a quarter of a mile in, you can hear the waterfall. It's coming from that direction. And if you look closely, you can just see through the trees the rocks over which the water tumbles. But we wanted to turn aside briefly to investigate a stone structure that we saw from the main trail. We're in farm country here. In fact, just heard some sheep bleating from the hill above us. So this certainly would have been some sort of a farm structure, maybe a home or a barn. But let's take a closer look. Flat rocks stacked into a foundation. You can see this right from the trail. The main trail is just up there, and there's a side path that leads down. Let's go inside. Okay, higher foundation here. Wonder what this would have been. Interesting. Looks like if you look under here, there's a stone that's stacked diagonally across this corner. I wonder what that would have been. That's an interesting find along the way, getting stuck on some briars. But at any rate, you can easily see this from the trail, but we'll mark it on the map provided at hemlockstateexplorer.com in case you want to check it out yourself. All right, let's continue on our journey. I can hear the waterfall up in the distance, and we're just about a minute's walk away. Just beyond the stone foundation ruins, the trail splits. There's a high trail and a low trail. We can see the waterfall from here. And there's the creek to our left. We'll take the low trail and get a view from the bottom of the falls, and then presumably the high trail leads to the top. We can hear it. We're getting closer. There's a patch of mayaples, the umbrella-like plants that you see sticking up out of the ground. They just came up. Here's the falls. Navigate around this log. Let's go up this way. Some significant boulders in this area. Okay, it's a little bit of a wet spot. Getting closer. There it is, let's go. Looks like a little ledge we can navigate around. Being careful of these leaves, no doubt slippery. Okay, a small ledge. You can make it down here. It forms something of a switchback. Big rock slab in the stream. Looks like a nice hangout to just lay on a summer day. We can make a crossing here. So I guess if you want to dip your feet in the water, the lower trail would be the way to go, but you can't make it to the waterfall directly from the lower trail without crossing the stream. Oh, rocks are wet and slippery. Be careful. Let's jump. There we are. Okay, so here's where we just came from. Zoom out. Here's where we crossed. I'm going to pan back around to the waterfall. There it is, Kilgore Falls. Let's get closer on this side for a good shot. It's pretty wet right here. It's early spring, and we've had a lot of rain lately. Ah, here we are. Some fun rock hopping along the way. Be careful. There it is, Kilgore Falls. The best view is actually from the top of this rock we climbed up on. Be careful because we're at the nice edge of the rock and it's steeply sloped on both sides, but here it is, Kilgore Falls. And if we pan around, you can see the rock ledge. That's the lower trail where we came from, and the rock slab where we crossed the stream. And I'll pan around and give you a 360-degree view. So we're in a bowl down here, surrounded by cliffs on all sides except downstream from the falls. We are to the side of Kilgore Falls, and we got here via the trail that you see across the bridge. But if you want to get to the top of the falls, there's a more direct route where you can see these rocks form very steep and narrow steps. Or to the side of that, on the other side of this rock face, there's a trail that leads up and around. So for the purposes of taking a video, we'll take the up and around trail, and then we'll take the shortcut, the steeper trail, a little bit later. Just want to show you how to get to the top of Kilgore Falls. Pardon the sun glare, which is right below us. All right, have to use our arms to hang onto this tree. And that's as easy as it is. Beautiful. Oh, what a pleasant spring day. Different view, different vantage point from the top. Here's the more direct shortcut trail. Okay, so that's the upper trail above that gigantic boulder. So it looks like the trails connect, and we might be able to do a crossing right here. Looks like we have some company coming in the distance. Some more adventures to experience the beauty of the falls. All right. Here we are, the top of Kilgore Falls. This trail affords beautiful views of Kilgore Falls from both the top and the bottom and even along the side. And there's wonderful rock cliffs that you can climb on. We're on top of a rock cliff just south of Kilgore Falls. Wanted to show you the beautiful landscape. Can't see the falls from this vantage point. They're just out of frame, blocked by those rocks. But you can hear them. There's another family down there. A thing that gladdens the heart, seeing a family out together enjoying this beautiful landscape. So have fun climbing the rocks if you're here, and take in some of these glorious spring views from the top of Kilgore Cliff. It doesn't matter which trail you take, the upper trail or the lower trail, because they form a circuit around Kilgore Falls, and there's a dry crossing at the top. Kilgore Falls is 100% a win because of the beautiful falls themselves, the rock cliffs, which we love, and it's only a short distance from the parking lot. We measured only 0.36 miles. Just be aware that if you plan on visiting on weekends or holidays after May 1st, you do need a permit, and you can find all of that information plus all of our other adventures at hemlockstateexplorer.com. Please like, subscribe, and share, and we can't wait to see you on our next adventure.